Have you ever wondered what happened to bands like this, or maybe even this? Well, today we're going to be talking about the ever so beloved and ever so hated hair metal genre. Where did it come from? Where did it go? First and foremost, let's get into the origins of hair metal. Where did it come from? Hair metal music evolved from the hard rock and heavy metal genres back in the 1970s, influenced by bands like Kiss, Aerosmith, and Alice Cooper. Hair metal bands incorporated elements of pop, punk, and glam rock into their sound. Their over-the-top image characterized by big hair, flashy costumes, and excessive makeup becoming synonymous with the genre. And on the topic of that big hair, flashy costumes, and excessive makeup, this was a genius marketing strategy by these bands. They would do these things not necessarily because they enjoyed wearing the makeup or because they wanted to look like women. This was something to create a huge, massive controversy and also create conflict and drama within the metal scene. So, pretty smart on their end, especially after seeing what happened with the whole Kiss and worshipping devil kind of thing. Defining characteristics. Hair metal is characterized by its catchy, melodic hooks, and thematic choruses and guitar-driven sound. The songs often revolve around the love of partying and living life to its fullest. As you can tell, that music is very happy and was deemed for that time. The musicianship and technical skills of the band members were also prominent features, with the guitar solos and shredding being a hallmark of this genre. Hair metal gave the rise to a plethora of iconic bands that dominated the charts and sold millions of records. Bands you probably know such as Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, Bon Jovi. All of these great bands, excluding Guns N' Roses. These bands released albums that became instant classics, such as Dr. Feelgood by Motley Crue, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, and Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi. These will always be classics and always be songs that a lot of people go back to when they want to feel good. The 1980s marked a peak of the hair metal's popularity, with MTV playing a crucial role in promoting the genre. The music videos of hair metal bands showcased the outrageous image and high-energy performances, captivating audiences worldwide. The genre's massive success led to sold-out arena tours, lucrative record deals, and dedicated fan bases. Also led to a very dark side for many bands. Getting into the dark side and the dark history of a lot of metal bands is that a lot of these glam metal bands did end up turning to drugs, alcohol, partying, maybe even death. Speaking on those topics of death, drugs, and things like that, next we're going to get into the decline and legacy. By the early 1990s, the popularity of hair metal began to go very down due to the rise of grunge and alternative rock. The image and excess association with the genre started to feel very outdated, gloomy, and with all those things that were happening at the time, just overall, nobody wanted to be associated with that. And the music industry shifted its focus to a different sound. However, the legacy of hair metal will always live on. Its influence is heard in modern rock and in modern metal bands, and its iconic image continues to inspire the fashion and pop culture. And if you guys would like to see videos more on depth on bands like this one, make sure to leave that in the comments below. Also drop a like and hit this conclusion. Hair metal music holds a special place in the history of rock and roll. Its catchy melodies, flamboyant images, and larger-than-life personality left an incredible mark on the music industry. Despite its decline in popularity, the genre's legacy lives on, reminding us of the time when rock music was all about having fun, living on the edge, and embracing a glamorous lifestyle. Whether you're a fan of the genre or simply curious about the impact, exploring the world of hair metal music is a journey worth taking. And whether you are new to metal music or not really intrigued by the genre of hair metal music because you see the imagery is just very flamboyant and you're more of a kind of guy, I understand that. But the stories and the lore behind hair metal music is something that is very interesting and piqued and re-sparked my kind of love for metal music. I obviously started listening to metal at a very young age. We don't talk about that. But I just remember growing up listening to bands like Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, all these greats, and it's kind of upsetting to see this genre die, especially with how good feeling the music can be. I feel like a lot of the reason personally, this is my personal reasons why I believe hair metal died. I believe that the world has become a lot of a different place than it was back in the 80s. Obviously with things being more censored, more strict, generally more soft being, a lot of the stuff back then would not fly as it did back then as it would nowadays. Such as Ozzy biting the head off of a bat, Vince Neil singing about a minor, you know. Those things are very understandable why they would not fly, but a lot of that delved into why the genre is personally dead. Will hair metal ever make a comeback? Me personally, I believe that there is a slight chance that hair metal does make a comeback. I believe after seeing all these bands that were kind of left in the dust in the early 90s to late 90s, bands such as Nirvana, Deftones, Foo Fighters, all these other bands that are starting to spike in popularity again, I believe that there is a chance that hair metal does make a comeback. Not only for the genre that was left in the time, like the bands like Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, but also possibly some new bands emerge from this genre, or maybe even branch out to something brand new. Why I believe that it possibly is not going to make a comeback is because the rising rates of depression, sadness, and all these other things that are terrible. I think that the last thing someone who is dealing with these kind of things wants to hear is somebody screaming about their own happiness, love, and other things like that. Let me know your opinions in the comments below, though. I guess it's kind of a waiting game to see if this genre is going to make a comeback. Me personally, I would love to see a comeback, as I do love hearing new metal, and also, let's see what these new guys can bring to the table when it comes to making their own version of what glam metal used to be. And if you come this far, thank you for watching the video all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Also hit that subscribe button while you're down there. And if you want to see my face again, make sure to hit that post notification bell, as it does help me out. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, make sure to leave your suggestions in the comments below, as I love reading those. And yeah, have a great day, and
we got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town.